I really remember when the first lockdown started. Remember, like, what was it? For me, at least, it was March 2020. At the same time, Call of Duty, they released Warzone, like Modern Warfare Warzone, and it was hype as shit. Like, I always, like, fuck video games, I don't play anymore, but Warzone was the shit. It was hyped at the time. That's true. But you remember after like a month or two, I remember seeing TikToks and YouTube videos, like not even YouTube videos, because I only was watching TikTok, of course, but I remember all of these TikTok posts, and they would always be about why is gaming suddenly not fun anymore? Or gaming is not fun and the friend group is gonna split. What was the reason for this? Why did video games stop being fun during the lockdown? A period in which, we didn't really have anything to do. You could not go to the gym if you wanted. You could do like calisthenics outside. But for a lot of people it gets boring pretty quickly. So why all of a sudden the most fun thing of our days, playing video games, why did it become boring? Andrew Huberman explains the dopamine, right? A baseline. Every time we play video games, that baseline, what happens to it? Dopamine spikes, but when it drops, the baseline decreases. So this was our original baseline. We play video games and it spikes up to here, but then it crashes down, and then this is our new baseline. Again, you play video games, okay, but whoa, wait a second. Our dopamine peak is not as high anymore because our baseline is lower. That's the same as saying, okay, I'm jumping, who can jump higher? Me, who's already on 2 staircase high, so I jump. Of course I'm higher than you because I'm already at a higher point. But when that baseline drops, you won't enjoy it as much. So what did we do at that time? We combined gaming, for example. I remember doing this. There were always memes about this. It's not even me. I'm so enthusiastic about this shit. You remember when you died or one of your friends died during a Warzone game, could you sit and spectate them? Or would you pull out TikTok and you would hear like the TikTok dancing music? I really can't remember how they used to go, but you remember that you were trying to play, and then your fucking friend, he was watching TikToks, and you would hear the girl dancing videos, in the background and stuff, and then you'll hear like, Warzone, this is the best weapon in the meta 2022 May. You remember that shit? So what did we do? We combined one activity with the other to increase pleasure. Again, we hit higher dopamine peaks, but even that shit doesn't work because that's basically just how the brain works. You get a peak, but then the baseline drops. You get a peak again, but of course it's lower because the baseline is lower. Say this one jumps up to here and we do the same jump here. See, it's not going to reach. It's not going to be the same distance. See? So what did we do? What did I do? TikTok, Warzone gaming. Had to play with a bunch of friends, otherwise, it wasn't enjoyable. You can't tell me you were playing solos, that's bullshit. 4, you'd eat junk food, drink fucking shit whilst you're at it. Again, trying to hit those dopamine peaks again. But because you're giving them such high peaks by combining like 3 fucking activities, the drop that you get is fucking insane. So everything stopped being pleasurable. And Andrew Huberman also explains that this is more common than you think it is because, for example, going to the gym and listening to music at the same time, it basically is the same thing. You're rewarding yourself with dopamine while it's not in its place. A lot of people, believe it or not, will not enjoy going to the gym if they are not allowed to listen to music because the dopamine is not the same. So what do we do about this? Hamza made a video about this and he was pretty clear. He's very good at watching these podcasts, so like Andrew Huberman and stuff. And then, he synthesizes the information so that his audience, we, can understand it better. But basically it comes down to quitting instant gratification activities because then you don't fuck up those dopamine receptors. So if you're playing even 1 hour of video games a day, it's still bad because that, you're going to destroy your baseline. And eventually, when you're only watching educational content, reading books, working out, doing delayed gratification activities, what happens? That baseline will be so incredibly high because it's not dropping all the time. It's so high that literally sitting like this is fucking fun. Literally just sitting on a chair can be fun because you're not, destroying your baseline. So what do? You focus on one task. Like I always said, you set a couple of goals. I hope I can show you this. So you set a couple of goals here on your wall, and then you focus on one activity which will help you to achieve those goals. So say bulk, okay, I need to eat in a caloric surplus. 1,000 YouTube subscribers, record a video, or upload a video every day. That's what I'm doing, right? Okay. So you focus on one of those activities, but then you'll find yourself having spare time. In that spare time, you usually go to social media. Instead, you're either going to grab a book, or you're going to watch like a podcast. Modern Wisdom is good. Andrew Huberman is good. Watching like long form Hamza videos is good. Don't confuse this with watching like Joe Rogan clips, Andrew Tate shorts. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Long form content, and eventually baseline will be fucking high. So that's the key. My name is Deenie. I want to help you improve your life one level at a time. I hope you found this informational. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned something. If so, leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.